All right, we're back. Had to take a quick break there. Suss through some stuff, but we're all straight. Yeah, this is the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We did a show last night, Soup, for Vanessa Ayala. She has the facial
Incentrity.
facial organic facial products. She was here last night. I already have that show video on YouTube. Earlier this week, we had author Gary James, Black Politics 2.0. He'll be back on January 8th with Black Politics 2.0. The conversation continues, part 5. And we also had this week Yard and Sounds, Jordan Jones. He had to give us some new released midnight songs. Big ups to Yarden for that. But tonight we have Melody Rains. There she is right there. She's actually cooling out. We're supposed to have another gentleman joining us, Davidson Charlemagne. He should be here shortly. But for right now, Melody's here. And what we're going to do is, before we get started, we're going to take one quick break. And then we're going to get right into the interview. All right, we're back. There is Melody. Wave to the crowd, Melody. You're streaming out right now. Your friends and family and all the supporters should be seeing you right now. Welcome to our studio. This is the high-tech, low-tech studio, broadcasting live from an undisclosed location in the beautiful island of St. Croix, Virgin Islands. No radio, no TV, internet only, which means that you have to go to our website, streaming live from the vi.com. To see this show, when you get on that website, just simply click on the tab that says Watch Us Live, and you will see Melody Rain sitting right there live. We do have a telephone number, 340-201-9005. You can also text us on that number, and you can also hit us up through Facebook. Facebook is right here. I can see all your comments, your questions. Hit us up on our Facebook page, It's Your Perspective Talk Show. That's how it's going to go down tonight. So, Melody, thank you for coming out to our studio. We're just glad to have you here so we can go over what's happening with the Crucian Carnival Committee. I know we're kind of probably a little late, or kind of midway in there, I guess, and so maybe does it make sense to go and talk about some of the earlier events? Don't forget, you gotta grab your microphone. Yeah, you gotta grab your microphone there. Yep.
David, actually, you are just on time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that Carnival is heating up.
Yes. Okay.
We did have a couple of events previously. We had our Carnival for the seniors up at the Herbert Grigg Home for the Aged.
Okay.
And that was really great. They had a lot of things up there. A lot of schools came up and showed off their talents, their Christmas talents, and they had caroling, they had the 10 Sleepless Nights, they had a pageant with some actually workers who actually work at Herbert Gregg, and that was really great.
Okay.
And of course, lots of food. Food goes with Carnival all the time. You try to at least lose 15 pounds before Christmas comes along, because you can just do whatever you want.
Just add it back.
It's just just add it back, and then you're even. You're even. So it's good because this is the best time of year for all of the foods, and people who have been missing all year. You can find everything that you want. After that, of course, we had the Prince and Princess. Actually, the Princess and Duchess show. We didn't have a Prince contender this year, and two beautiful young ladies won that pageant, and they are going to go on to serve as our littlest royalty for the entire Christmas season, Carnival season. And this Sunday, actually tomorrow, is the Queen pageant. St. Croix Carnival Queen pageant, and we have 3 beautiful, talented, intelligent young ladies that are vying for that title also, and that's Anumat Kahina, Jalen Thomas, and Ivory Carter.
Okay.
So that show tomorrow is starting at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, on time. They really start on time. If you come a half an hour late and think it's going to start then, you missed probably the best part of it.
Yeah, you missed a half an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the opening act, which traditionally all of the contestants are in a dance,
Right.
and they do a dance routine along with the reigning queen. So I'm not sure what Jamal Drummond, who is the producer, has in store for us tomorrow, but I'm just saying traditionally,
Right.
they
Okay.
start out with a bang and with that dance number,
Okay.
just like the Oscars and all the
Right.
other big shows.
Okay. Okay. Is that a smaller number of contestants this year?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I mean, the contestants I've been with the committee for probably about 9 or 10 years, maybe more. I started out as a volunteer and came on the board through an election. But I mean, I think I've seen as many as 8.
Okay. Okay.
And as small as 3. This is not the first time we've had 3.
3. Okay.
It reflects on the economy and different things like that. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then moving on. So that's tomorrow night, and then as we go forward a little bit, I know what else is.
I see you got a main village opening up on the 26th,
On the 26th, and that's the main village in
which is Friday,
Hempstead.
which is this coming Friday night.
Yeah, that's the day after Christmas.
Christmas. Okay.
Anything special happening that night in the village?
I don't have the village schedule as yet, but I mean the first day of the village, of course, we're gonna have the opening, the opening ceremonies,
Okay.
and we're gonna have all the dignitaries
Dignitaries
on
and all
stage.
that.
Of course,
Okay.
we're gonna have the ribbon cutting, which is gonna be done by all of our royalty. We're
Okay.
going to walk in. You have a entourage of people walking into the village, and then then we'll have the activity, and after that we'll have some talks that are happening on stage, the blessing of the village. I'm sure we'll have some
Okay.
political dignitaries that are there.
They're gonna make some
and
comments,
everything.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean that's the first part of it.
Okay.
And at that night, like all of the people who are vendors, they're really excited to get things started.
Okay.
Because, they've put a lot of preparation
Okay.
into them being a vendor inside of the village.
Okay.
So that day is a big day.
Okay.
It's a big day for
Okay.
the village, yeah.
What time? I guess that's what time does that start?
The opening ceremony usually starts at 7.
7. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a couple of things that I would like to we have a couple of important announcements
Okay.
that we need to get across, and I'm looking down because I'm looking at my cell phone, and I want to make sure that I get this right. But I know Monday on the 29th, we have a meeting for all of the people who have Carnival troops, if people who are representatives of Carnival troops. David, it's really interesting. Every year we always try to get this parade right and really get it,
Okay.
started on time. We want to have it in the order that we have set it up to be.
Okay.
Not for people coming late. And if you have usually at the beginning you have all the queens and the royalty and stuff like that. And if somebody's late, then they have to go in between and a little further. It kind of messes up the flow.
Okay.
One of the other things, and as you probably would understand, being a media person, one of the things that's very important for the media people who are covering the parade is the descriptions
Okay.
of the troops.
Okay.
Right? So what we're doing, we have announced and we've given the troops at least a week and a half to actually complete their descriptions, and then bring those descriptions of their troops, and whether it's a large troop, a medium troop, whether it's a band, whether it's the children's parade or the adults parade, everybody who has a troop, write your description, come to the meeting on the 29th.
Okay.
At 5:30 at Gertrude's, and there you'll be able to get your parade application.
Okay.
You fill out your parade application, and then you turn it in there.
Okay.
And so that we have all of this stuff at one time. We're able to make our copies so that all of the people like you, all the media people,
Okay.
will be able to have the information that they need. Also, the newspapers beforehand, they will be able to say who's in the parade and what what type
What they're
of
going to be
this
doing.
is and
Okay.
everything like that. So it's really important that anyone who is responsible for a troop to be at that meeting. It is a mandatory meeting.
Okay, and that's Monday the 29th at 5:30 at Gertrude's restaurant
Right.
there in Castle Coakley there.
And if you don't have if you come and you don't have your description, guess what? We have some pen and we have some paper, and you can sit down there and you can write out your description, and then you'll get your parade application, and you can fill that out, and then everybody.
So you have to do the description first in order to get the application.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess that'll force people to get going on that. So I guess you take that information, and that's how you know who goes first, second, third, fourth, down the line. I guess ultimately.
Yeah. Well, there's groups of people who will go first, second, third, and fourth, but it's very important to have that to have the descriptions, because and also for judging.
Okay.
It's really important to have the descriptions for judging.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Yes. Good night, sir. How are you doing? How are you, man? All of this happening. What's the best? Oh, you need to sit back. Try to sit.
All right. We are back. Welcome to the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Normally, yesterday, Friday, we did a show for Vanessa Ayala. She has organic facial products that she has. And tonight, another special night, the Crucian 2014 Crucian Christmas Carnival Committee. We're joined by our second guest now, Davidson. Charlemagne, he is here, man. Wave to the crowd. Let them know you're here. Melody waved earlier, so it's your turn to wave now. So we're here now, and so let's kind of continue on. You were just mentioning that Herbert Gregg, and then you were talking about on the 29th that there's this big meeting at 5:30 at Gertrude's, that all of the participants have to be there to get that whole process going. For the parade, okay.
Well, I'm so glad that Charlemagne is here because this is the man with all the answers.
Okay.
One of the things that I'm really glad that he's going to be bringing to the show right now is the village lineup. And I have so many people contacting me through our Facebook page right now because, as everybody knows, our website is under construction. But we're going to get that straightened out, too, pretty soon. But the big question is, who's in the village? So, Charlemagne, you want to start with that?
Well, before that, Melody, let's start with the pants. I'm loving it.
No, they can't see my pants.
They can't see the pants.
The pants. I'm all into the cut pants. That's nice. I like it. The fashion.
You said it. I did it.
The fashion is nice. I like it. Stand up and show the camera.
Yeah.
Yes, you got the cut pants. And
Yes, see there.
Melody is in style.
Yes.
I'm saying, but no. Again, like Melody was saying, let me just trying to track back before we reach into that.
Yes.
Okay.
You see, Herbert Gregg is definitely our first event we launched, our Carnival, right?
Right.
And I think I just want to give the audience a little bit of how this came about. That is, it's kind of unique, and it's more like touching because it's happened at one time. I was walking through the facility and I saw a lot of the elders.
Right.
And by seeing that, it's like, and this was more closer to the Carnival season. It's like these individuals, some of them are bedridden, some of them can't walk properly.
Right.
Some of them have families that just put them there and stick them in a corner.
Yes.
And like in the past, Miss Falou have spoke to me before and like, Charlemagne, we want to try to do something. And that was like way back when, and it just kind of gave me a vision to like, this thing here, you have the elders who really paved the way to make it happen, and we have them just push aside. So we said, okay, we're going to do something that we could bring the carnival to them.
Right.
And that's how that came about. And we did that. It's the third year it just happened.
The third year?
Third year. This is our third year.
Yes,
the first year was not really challenging, but it was kind of like sad to see that he had everybody except the families who have their families there. Yeah, and I advocate with that. I really put them on the spot. This is supposed to be supported especially by the families who stick these elders in there.
Right.
And every year now it came out to be now a great success.
Okay.
So we thank God for that. That was perfect.
Yeah, I was there. You were off island at that time,
island, right?
But I was there, and really, you're right. This year was one of the best years. They moved it outside. We used to be inside of the complex right there, and they put up the stage there. But they realized that it was getting so popular, they put a stage on the outside, and that's where all of the young people and from the elementary schools they did their little show and their little dance, and of course they had a big stage there for Stanley. And this time, that you could see the contestants and everything. It was really,
and
really
they crowned
nice.
Actually, Elder was crowned as Miss Herbert Gregg.
Okay.
Okay. And that's what we're talking about. We try to get everybody from old to young involved.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like the music business, as you see, a lot of the music have been changing direction. That you can actually listen, old and young can listen to the
same thing. Yes.
And that was really the goal of actually launching Carnival.
Right.
Okay, because going around the world and seeing the word Carnival takes to a different aspect from festival, because the word Carnival gets, I think, everybody involved. And I think with that concept, a lot of the artists them now have been loving it.
Right.
And now they can sing one set of music. St. Thomas, St. Croix, everybody.
Yes.
So it's a promotional thing
and also down the Caribbean, they go down with the same songs that we have here.
Yes.
And they sing Carnival.
And I can tell people it's something that when you're in the business, you don't study it right. I mean, in the past, it was what it was.
Right.
You're promoting the event for just the island. You know, but now we have so many talented individuals coming from the
Yes,
Virgin Islands
I. Yes,
that
I.
need to get exposure to go out there.
Out-
You know, we
outside.
want to see our people. Pumpa been in Europe the other day.
Right,
You know,
right.
this is you
Yes,
know, that's a
I.
milestone.
Yes, I.
You know,
Yes,
pressure
I.
is out there.
That's
You know,
right.
Midnight Band is playing all over the world.
All over the
You know,
world,
so,
yes.
And like I said, this is not just about us. It's now to push everybody
Body,
else
yes.
to make it happen. So this is more like a journey, a venture of inspirational feeling to move the island. You know, so like I said, just not to jump off of things now, Melanie. I know everybody was waiting for the unleash of what's going on in the village, and I think that's something that we've been doing well because now everybody's eager. Every year they want to know what's going on. You know, it's a big.
I've had so many people contact me in the street. I can't go in the
Yeah,
street.
and
They
that
call my
tells you-
phone. Every time I get on our Facebook page, Crucian Christmas
Carnival.
Facebook page, there's at least 3 or 4 messages a day.
But you know,
When's the village schedule coming out?
and I like to keep them in that.
In a mode.
Are we still in suspense?
Yeah, because you know what? It tells me you're doing something good.
Yes, I.
You know,
Yes, I.
we
The
open on
eager
the
for it.
26th.
Yes, which
26th
is Friday,
our
next
grand
week
opening.
Friday, right? This
That-
coming Friday.
Whatever that day is.
Yes.
I don't keep track of the days, but I know
That's
it's
the day
26th.
after Christmas.
Day after Christmas, you have horse racing. Then, well, let me go down. You know, they have the Mommy Jew event.
When is Mama Jew?
That's the same 26th in the morning,
Right.
right?
The Juve.
The
Juve, Mumby Jew.
Okay.
Right. You know, we had 3 Juves this year again.
Yes.
So we're actually moving this year to a whole month of partying.
Yes,
You know,
I.
so who listening on the internet? The Virgin Islands, St. Croix is the place to be during the December
December
January
time,
month.
that's right.
Definitely.
That's
There's
right.
no way else in the Virgin Islands to have 3 Juves but in St. Croix.
Croy. Hot,
That's it.
Hot,
So
hot.
you leave the 26th from Juve in the morning in Mommy Jew. You go to, take maybe if you want to take a rest, but rest is for the week. Right. So you go
Not during
straight.
this time.
You take a shower, go down to your horse
Horse
racing,
racing,
support
yes.
your horse racing. From horse race, you go straight to village.
Village, yes.
Village, we have the opening village. We have our road mat champions. That's Styly Band.
Styly.
Hello.
And you respect the young folks also because they've been contributing and they've been doing the thing.
Okay.
You know, so
okay.
Styly Band is going to open the village. That's our reigning champions.
Right.
Then we go over to Pumpa. Pumpa and the unit will play after them. And then we're going to have Mr. Killer. Mr. Killer is from Grenada. He sings the song Roly Poly.
Yes,
That's
yes.
a very popular song. And he's
Yes,
launching,
sir.
as we speak, he's launching his new album right now.
Okay.
As we speak in Grenada.
So listen, all you roly-polies,
So-
get ready. Killer is going to be in the village.
I'll tell you
And
this.
all the guys who like to watch
No.
the roly-polies, hey, come on down.
I studied this here. I listen to a lot of internet radio.
Uh-huh.
And I listen to all over the world. And I try to catch the entertainers before they actually release their newest album.
Right.
Like last year and the year before I did was the guy out of Trinidad
Marshall.
No, not Marshall. Bungie Garland.
Bungie, right.
Okay.
Okay.
Bungie Garland releases the song that's hitting all now. Be ready. I buzzed that in St. Croix with Bungie.
Bungie, yes.
2 years
Oh, okay.
ago.
Right.
Okay.
You know, so what I do is I try to catch them before and give St. Croix the first lick. You know?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Grenada again. Mr. Killer is going. He's right now as we're speaking in Grenada. I spoke to him today. He is releasing his new album right now in Grenada.
Okay.
So we're gonna get even not only Roly Poly but a lot of
The
new
new
hits
stuff.
coming out.
Yes.
You
Okay.
know?
Okay.
The next day we have our Party Monarch. Party Monarch is one of not even growing no more. One of our biggest events now.
That is going to be so fantastic. I was at the preliminaries, and these guys, I'm just amazed at the amount of talent
Talent that they
that we
have.
have in the Virgin Islands. I mean, those guys, I mean, there must have been guys and ladies.
Right.
That's correct.
Guys and ladies. And you heard about that show. You could see it on our Facebook page, all of the people who made it to the finals.
Okay.
And it was a hard cut because there were people who didn't make it to the finals because we had a certain amount of people we could do. So there was people who didn't make it to the finals.
16.
Yeah.
They could have made it because all of them were great.
It was tough for the judges. And again, like I said, what we did with that event, we took it to Christianstead. Our next thing is Christianstead is something that we're trying to work on because in the past, I'm from Christianstead.
Right.
And I'm watching Christianstead as no longer as something that's dying, it's dead.
Okay.
It's a dead town. And Fredericksburg used to be the dead town. Fredericksburg is actually now the live
Live
town.
town.
Thanks to Melanie too. You know,
Yes.
Melanie has a jazz fest
That's a- you know.
kicking butt. But
President of Sunset Jazz, shout out. We had a great time last night.
Okay.
Sunset Jazz, our big December thing with Stanley and
Stanley
10 Sleepless
Sleepless
Nights.
Nights.
And we had the POW band, fantastic, Mind, Body, and Soul. We had about 3,000 people down on the Frederickstead
Wow.
waterfront last
Yeah,
night.
I saw some pictures on Facebook. Looks like a lot of people were there.
Wow.
A lot of people, yeah.
And that's the concept. That's why we did the Christianstead event last weekend from Friday straight over to Sunday morning. Because, again, if you was in Christianstead that weekend, you would realize it was thousands of people. From the Party Monarch, you went over to Juve,
Great.
from Juve, boat parade to the village.
Yes.
And
Then fireworks.
the only disappointment I had was Christianstead wasn't ready to actually host so much people.
Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of vendors was sold out.
Wow.
You know, and might be a good thing,
That-
but that's something for them to actually prepare for next year.
Next
Because
year,
Step
okay.
up.
Next year, I'm going to step it up even more.
Okay.
So you know, it is really happy to see so far so good. And like I said, we move back to the Party Monarch on the 27th
Okay.
of December.
In the village, just in the main village.
That's in the middle. That's the
Okay.
finals.
All right.
You know, that's an event that eventually is going to come out of the village because it's growing so big.
Okay.
You know, but right now that's what's happening. We're gonna have a guest artist singing on that night also. We're gonna have from Barbados, Rupi.
Never
yeah.
heard of
Be
that.
okay.
Yeah, so
yeah.
that's the next big attraction. You know, after that we're gonna have I'm gonna give them that's the Sunday, the local night on 28th. We're gonna have Poison from St. Thomas. We have Heart Attack, and we have another band that's local from here. I'm trying to figure out who it was, but again, the newspaper's gonna have the printout
Printout.
of
Okay.
who's gonna be performing. Our next day we have will be our cultural night. That's a night that really and truly we have vamped and come back fresh and created a new style of introducing the local stuff. Meaning like you have the cocoa tea, and the cocoa tea is not cocoa tea that you make with powder. The cocoa tea that you just take the cocoa and you grate it.
Yeah.
Yes, I.
Okay?
Yes,
This
I.
is homegrown type of cocoa
Yeah, man,
tea.
the cocoa
Okay.
stick. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You have bush tea, the lemongrass. You got your basil. That's your bush tea.
Right.
Okay.
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 You're gonna have mafe. For those who know mafe is something that you eat it's like a soup type of. I don't know how to explain it.
Like a soup consistency?
Yes, but it's an old school Crucian dish.
Okay.
Okay. And you're gonna have quadrille. Again, those teas that and bush I just mentioned there is free.
Free.
Okay.
You have sweet bread also.
Sweet bread.
Okay.
Sweet bread.
Okay.
Okay. Gum bread. These things will be free in the village that night.
That night.
That's to show our younger folks, you know, the stuff that we used to do back in the old
Old
days.
days,
That's
yes.
not my days, but I've learned because being around these.
Yes,
guys,
I. Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have those stuff. We're gonna have quadrille. We're gonna have we there, and
Yeah.
quadrille dancers.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna have Bradley Christian
Heritage
heritage
dancers.
dancers, and we're gonna have a next group. And what they're gonna do is do a grand quadrille. All three groups
together.
gonna do a quadrille, and then they're gonna do the quadrille, allowing the outside
The crowd to come in.
and take part.
Okay.
So it's gonna be really, really interesting. If you know, culture is not only for the old; it's for the young.
For the
young. Yeah.
You know, so.
Well,
but
make sure you bring your auntie and bring grandma and
Yes.
bring mommy.
You know, that
And
night is theirs.
bring daddy and grandpa and uncle and everybody. Have them come,
Right.
sit down, and then you bring the smaller children so that the smaller children can know what they're
What the
growing up.
culture is, you
What
know,
the
Right.
culture
you know where
is.
you're
Where
from,
we're
if you're
going.
That's
anywhere.
right.
That's right.
You know, like I was hearing today on the talk show, you know, and I learned something new. They have a local Christmas tree for the island that a lot of elders used to use as a.
You talking about Inkberry?
Yes.
You
Yeah, but you
know
see, you old school.
What is that called? What is that called now?
It's an Inkberry tree.
Berry tree.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
William Great House Museum. Actually tonight, as we speak, they invited me to come and I've been all over the place to come and witness this tree because they're going to be lighting the tree and doing all that good stuff.
Oh, really? Okay.
And,
Okay.
our good friend
And they lit a tree in Frederickstead today too. That's with the group. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, they actually had a steel pan tramp from
what's going on?
What?
There's
going
so
on?
much stuff going on.
Yeah.
You can go to the
Poquito
the
Fest.
post office from 5 o'clock. Steel band tramp all the way down to the fort in Frederickstead, and then the lighting of the tree with yesterday and today and tomorrow, who are the same people who put the lights along the road in
Okay.
Frederickstead.
Okay. Okay.
So you see,
That's probably
and I learned about this tree today.
Culture, brother.
Okay.
Also
Okay.
has one of those trees in his house. He said it actually like a Christmas tree.
Inkberry?
Yes. You know, he said
Is it in a pot?
No, he has it growing outside. Full tree. It's over 20 feet, and he said he built this, he grew this tree for his grandchildren and children to come to know
To see, okay.
culture.
Okay.
So we was talking about the guava
But it's
berry.
not in his house.
It was outside in the yard.
Oh, okay, because you said
know,
that's a big tree.
I learned a lot of stuff throughout the time today on the radio station that
Right.
even though with the guava berry, liqueur guava berry,
Uh-huh.
you put under the headbed of your bed in your bedroom. You have to have a mahogany headbed, and it was all type of crazy.
And they be drinking that stuff during the night. So don't even let us try that. That would be deep.
So it's a lot of learning experience.
Yes,
of the
yes.
culture,
Yes.
So we try to also put in our culture in Carnival.
That's
We
right.
gotta keep the culture alive.
How do you think they sleep so good?
Well, I guess somebody have to be sipping on it.
After along the way, you know what I'm saying?
That's how the babies are
Exactly. Baby go to
coming
bed.
along,
So.
After the cultural night, that will be cultural night on the 29th.
Right.
On the 30th, we have Latin night.
Okay.
Okay, Latin night, I have dug up two big great bands. I just came from the Coquito Fest, and they are promoting it also because it's the Hispanics.
Right.
I have Grupo Mania. Grupo Mania is well known.
That's the St. Croix band?
No, this is Puerto Rico. So
Okay.
we have La Fuerza. Puerto Rico, we have two big bands. And the Hispanics really look forward to this one day.
Okay.
That's their day.
Right.
And they really look forward to bringing, extreme bands from
Puerto Rico.
So I got them the Grupo Mania, and that's the reason why I missed that day.
Yeah.
Because I was dealing with the bands
Right.
in Puerto Rico, and I also got this guy called Moncho Rivera and a salsa. It's a thing here on this island here that our Hispanic population that came from Vieques and Puerto Rico, they are seriously in the roots of salsa.
Okay.
Okay, salsa is a Puerto Rican thing.
Yes.
Merengue, they adapt, but merengue is more on the Santo Domingan side.
Okay.
So you got to really blend it. You got to know what music is what.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And we accept the Puerto Ricans from Puerto Rico as our people, as
Our brothers
back
and
in the
sisters,
days.
yes.
The Puerto Ricans and the Crucians have meshed.
Meshed together, yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So definitely I brought Grupo Mania is more on the merengue and bachata merengue popular group,
Right.
but also the salsa for the elders who love that salsa
Salsa,
music.
okay.
So we blend that.
We don't have a local salsa band.
Yes, La Fuerza.
Okay.
La Fuerza will be there representing St. Croix.
Okay.
With that, that's on the 30th, on the 31st, and that's a very challenging night. I have turned it into a children's night.
It's all year's night.
All year's night, and the reason why it's a children's night is that a lot of adults have places to go.
Okay.
Your New Year's
Church
Eve parties and
parties.
right, and we leave the younger ones out there just being idle.
Right.
Okay.
So last year we put a lot of children band. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. We have this new band. KPI is a band that took different, professionals in the Virgin Islands and St. Croix.
Uh-huh.
They make up this one band. I have
Called what now? Hippie Eye?
KPI.
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 KPI. Okay.
The
okay.
band, yeah.
Okay.
There are group from piece from Fusion, piece from this place, and they made up this. It's ranking as a great band.
Okay.
We have JDPP, for the young folks out of St. Thomas,
Okay.
and then we have WCK out of Dominica.
Okay.
WCK is more the booyah music. The
Booyah.
booyah music is I call it hypnotized music.
Yes.
Because it's an old folk African type of beat.
Yes.
But it's for the Creole people.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
and the
yes.
Creoles, I realized also here we have a big makeup of the Creole.
Big Creole
And a lot of the fete
population.
that goes on during New Year's Eve is more as a Crucian or Americanized type of
Okay.
fetes.
Yes.
So we want to give them something
Again,
also.
opportunity
Yes,
too to get
right.
involved. Yeah.
We're in a melting pot, so we're going to
That's
make
right.
sure
That's right. Everybody
we're
get
gonna
that
give
taste.
everybody a taste.
Okay.
And then after that, we move on from that night straight into Juve.
When is the food fair? Don't.
Food fair is also, sorry about that. Food fair is on the 30th.
On the 30th.
Food fair is on the 30th of December.
Uh-huh.
And again, Bradley Christian is the one who hosts that and does a great job.
Okay.
Starts at 12
It's
noon.
at 12 o'clock noon,
Yeah,
right?
it starts at
12.
12
Okay.
noon, and that's around the Eliza McBean
Clock Tower.
Clock
Clock
Tower
Tower.
in
Right.
Frederickstead. So yeah.
And the reason why we put it on the 30th, it usually would have fallen together with the Juve. But again, out of respect, knowing that a lot of the elders who come out and cook, they want to go to church.
Okay.
New
Okay.
Year's Eve is the time when they go to church.
Church. Yes.
To put that burden on them, it will be really hard.
Yeah,
okay.
Wednesday is actually the day we hold food fair. So we changed it.
And Charlemagne, there's a cruise ship in Frederickstead on the
That's
day
correct.
of food fair.
Yes,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
excellent.
Yeah, that works out good.
Awesome.
That works
Right.
out
So
good.
you know, so that would pick up for the crowd, for the Juve crowd. We get a Crucian crowd.
That's
Okay.
right.
You know,
Okay.
so things work hand in hand. We really break it down to make it work. You know, the Juve again. I went old school once more. We're gonna have Bio International, the old school Bio.
Okay.
We're gonna have 17 plus.
Hot.
Yes, 17 plus.
That gets people excited. They want to hear
And the
17
boys have
plus.
been, you know, people have been in my ear buzzing 17 plus. I had to go and find a whole group and men's them together to
together.
make it happen.
Oh, really?
right.
Okay.
So 70 plus is gonna be on the road.
Okay.
Bio gonna be on the road. WCK is gonna be on the road. And then we go to the younger folks, the Styly band on the road.
Style.
You know,
Yes,
so
right. Wow.
yeah, so this is
That's
gonna be a real fest.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, right. Oh,
Yeah.
so we're gonna be on point.
I'm ready.
with this.
Yes.
I'm ready.
We are
I'm
making
ready.
sure that we give everybody a taste.
Okay.
Okay, and then in the evening,
Excuse me again, Davidson. What time the Juve starting? 6
we will
o'clock?
start. Okay, I'll tell you this, right?
Off.
In East, we had the time perfect, 5:30 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
The problem what happened, one of the trucks, them had an incident that they went too close to a tree and they bent some of this, the
Equipment?
the equipment and stuff.
Uh-huh.
We had to
Oh.
wait till they get it up and running.
Okay.
And I, you know, have a good repertoire with the police department. Melanie works with them.
Right.
I sit with them prior to all of this.
Yes.
And I think they have trust in me now to the point that they realize, hey, this guy knows what he's doing.
Okay.
Because I gave them water truck a couple years ago.
Right.
Yes.
And there was they were very skeptical about it. And they said, okay, we'll give it a try. Now they actually beg for the water truck.
The water
Okay.
truck cools off the people. It
Yes.
not only cools their temperature,
Temperature down.
See?
you know, both the body temperature and the head
And the head temperature. That's right.
I
you
tell
know,
them,
it's like a shower after you've been drinking so much.
Crucian rum
That's right.
and Crucian sun don't mix.
No
They
mix.
don't mix.
No.
And
And the sun's gonna win.
right, and then they have a next thing too. Like they say, bad man don't like to dance, but bad man don't like water.
Water
Yeah.
neither.
You're gonna step on the side.
Aside, that's
Yeah.
right.
See, so
That's
we gotta worry about machinists too.
No, exactly.
We stay on the side
Exactly.
and everybody fed
Right,
and do the right way.
have a
Yeah.
good
Because
time.
they're in the wrong place anyway.
Yes.
That's the
Right.
place for the bad man.
Yes.
That's right.
This is-
Seriously, bad man don't like water.
Bad man don't like to dance, they don't like
No
water. They stand up
water.
with the spoon.
So face.
Then we mug on the side.
You know this.
Yeah,
so
man,
this
then
is
we
true.
mug on the side. And they're in the wrong venue. As much as you tell them they're wrong, in the wrong place, they're in the wrong place. That's not a place for bad man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Juve is not a place for you. You listen to me now on the internet, that's not a place for you.
Juve is not
Stay
the
away
place for
from
you.
Juve.
Stay away
That's
from
not for bad
Juve.
man.
Bad man don't
Stay on
like
the top,
water.
stay on the block,
Block.
Bad man
but
don't
not
like
in the
to
Juve.
dance.
way. That's
Good.
right.
Because definitely, if I see you in the Juve, I'll ask the waterman
To wet you.
To wet you.
We got that straight. We lock that down.
Direct.
We go back down in the village on January 1st.
Uh-huh.
We got Coolie Band. We got Daddy Jones and the crew. We got Fusion Band. You know, we got to also sometimes give our locals that one night.
Right.
Yes.
We always
Yes.
support our locals. I believe in that. You know, because again, in other countries, some of them, you don't even get nobody else but locals.
Definitely.
You know,
Definitely.
and I think that gives the locals them something to step up the game to be able to understand. Hey, it's all on you now.
That's right. That's
So
right.
you get your
Yeah.
game going, and then we move on from the first. We go to the second. The second is one of my pet projects here that have become not only one of the biggest, but the biggest to me personally. The reggae night.
Okay.
The reggae night. It for the past 5 years, and now I think people look so forward to this.
That's
because
it.
So we're excited. We're excited. Who's gonna be there?
Well,
Tell us. Let's go. Let's go.
well, you know, definitely every time I get a chance, Midnight Band is our ambassador.
Our ambassadors.
Yeah,
I
Yes,
always
sir.
tell
definitely.
people that Midnight Band goes to Europe, California, all over the world, Africa, and people take them like, hey, this is it.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is Bob Marley.
This
Yeah,
is
this
Bob
is Bob
Marley.
Marley.
Yes.
They idolize that group.
We
Yes.
here need to appreciate what we have.
That's right.
For Midnight Band, they could go to a country that doesn't speak any English,
But they could understand
and
the
they will sing along with every
Every-
single word
That's right.
of Midnight Band. That once you achieve that kind of status,
Yeah.
you know
You know,
you're
you-
golden.
Well, you see,
Yeah,
the
man.
thing is,
You're
right?
golden.
The language is not English, what Midnight is speaking.
Talk to them,
It's a chant.
Charlemagne. Talk to them.
It's a chant.
Talk to
It's
them.
a different thing. It's
Talk
not
to
English.
them.
So that's why when you go to
Telling
the
me
countries,
something.
it's a vibe that it's like something that takes over the body, right? And it's like you see, like how you see some of the Catholic priests and them going to their seance or whatever they do, and they resurrect people. And this is what Midnight Band does.
Put you in a trance.
This is a trance that they go and the chant goes on.
Chant, yes,
I have, first time I listened to Midnight Band, I was like, what in the world are they saying?
Yeah.
That I couldn't understand.
Yes, I.
And then when I hear it again, I say, wait, okay. And then I feel the vibes, and then I say, okay, I understand it now.
That's what
and you digest it,
That's
and
it, yes.
after that, you get hooked. You know, so Midnight Band, once they're on the island, I got to lock them in.
Hat.
Okay, so Midnight is going to open up that night, right? And give them that, and like I said, that night is more like is a love vibes. This is a peace, like a peace concert.
Yes, sir.
So definitely everybody's coming early. We're starting at
You have to
what
come
time?
early. I
8
really,
o'clock?
8 o'clock is really my goal.
Uh-huh.
And I know our people here that sometimes
During Crucian time.
Yes, 9 o'clock. Please come out early because I can't see such great artists like
Playing to an empty village. You have
right.
to be
That's
there.
right.
8
8
o'clock.
o'clock. We have a long night.
That's the 2nd. That's January 2nd. So
January
be
2nd.
there. Start from 8 o'clock. Midnight Band. Pay
It's a
your
long
respect.
night. We have a
Right.
lot of
Pay your
artists
respect.
coming out.
Okay.
We have Midnight Band going to start off, right? Midnight Band will give you 2 hours of that beautiful music,
Yes.
right? When we move to Midnight Band, we're going to jump off. Okay, we have Midnight. I'm going to give y'all the Marco. The Marco is for a little younger crowd.
Okay.
The Marco sing, but it's peace songs. You know, like this is for my fallen soldiers.
Yes.
Those kind of tunes.
Yes.
This is more about stop the shooting,
Yes.
stop the killing,
violence, yes.
stop the violence.
Yes.
The Marco is going to come on, and he has a whole lot of hits. The Marco is, I think he had a nominated for a Grammy also
Yes.
the other day. So
He's local?
no, he's
Yard
out of
man.
Jamaica.
That's a yard man.
Right?
Okay.
But it still gets better. We have more locals coming in. We have also we're gonna have Tony Rebel.
What?
Yes. Tony
No
Rebel.
kidding.
What?
Yes, Tony
The
Rebel.
original D. Tony Rebel?
The Tony Rebel, you know.
Why at all?
Right. And Tony Rebel have every song Tony have sing is all hits.
Okay.
Yeah,
Love
man.
you like a
Yeah.
fresh
Vegetable?
vegetable.
Okay.
Let
Yeah,
me
man.
hit your
You
love,
love
Tony
Tony
Rebel.
Rebel?
Okay.
And it goes on and on and on. Right,
Okay,
so
okay.
Tony is well known.
Okay.
Right. So Tony will be there. We have, and I can tell him I leave our own again for last because I believe this is home.
Right.
And allowing outsiders to come and close our place, I don't see.
You don't see that,
We
yes,
have
sir.
pressure.
Pressure.
What?
Bomb,
Yes.
bomb.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, so it goes up
I
with pressure.
did no.
It's gonna be-
Oh no.
So
Yeah,
that
man.
night
8
is
o'clock.
epic.
8 o'clock.
Okay.
And the
It-
dark.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
Epic.
You got to
take your
start on time.
vitamins,
Yeah.
take
You gotta
your
start on
vitamins for reggae night. You want to be there from the
Yes.
beginning
What?
to the end. We start
Midnight.
with Midnight.
DeMarco.
We go into
Rebel.
DeMarco.
Tony Rebel. And then Pressure Boss Pipe.
OMG. That's all I can say.
So-
This is
so-
epic.
This is big. This
This is
yes,
epic.
This year,
real
I told him
epic.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be epic.
This
It's
is
an
epic.
epic year.
Yes, I.
Majestic scene for Crucian Christmas Carnival 2014-2015
That's right.
is this.
This.
Okay.
This is how we're gonna do it. And the last, well, not the last night, but the Dust Parade night on the 3rd.
And the 3rd.
It gets better, you know.
Wow.
You know,
From that,
nowadays.
it gets better
Wow.
from that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, in the drawing board, I went in. I have seen throughout the years they have a thing called Girl Power.
Girl
I don't know if
power.
Those who know, going to Miami, going to Trinidad, going to Antigua, there's shows that host around the Caribbean and internationally. Girl Power is you have only girl artists.
Girl,
I'm
audience,
liking
yeah.
this. I'm liking
Right.
this. I'm liking
And,
this.
With this here, I constructed. It's really hard to get entertainers around the world to use our local band. You know.
Okay.
And I've been trying to do that with reggae night, and also because when you expose our one of our bands locally here, Fire Train.
Yes.
I had them back a couple of times. International artists.
Okay.
And from that, you have international artists ask for them to sometimes to go.
That's right.
Right. And just like this here, the world famous Express Band is going to do the backup for all of these females. Right?
Okay.
What I did too is mix our locals with the internationals.
Yes.
Because then you at least put them on that,
On that
stage.
platform, that's
So
right.
now people could be exposed to know what we have it here.
That's right.
Okay.
So we have many artists. We have Elizabeth Watley. She's local here. She's one of them who's gonna take part in it. We have
Elizabeth, she has a wide range of songs.
Right.
She does big things here for sure.
Soca, she does.
She takes part in
She's
some-
soca, calypso.
She's
Soca.
soca.
Yes.
She takes
Okay.
part in,
Yes.
she takes part in New York. She takes part in different parts of America, in Miami.
Right.
So she's well experienced in doing girl power. So I pull her in. I have Rudy from St. Thomas.
Okay.
Okay, Rudy is
She's a little firecracker.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know Rudy. I know
She's
Rudy.
a firecracker.
we had Cool Session, but Cool Session, the female for Cool Session she had a prior engagement she didn't know about, so she had to pull out.
Okay.
Sad to see that, but I know she's nothing about not being part of it. We have Claudette Peters from Antigua.
Okay.
Claudette CP, she's fire again. And then we also have Denise Belfront from Trinidad.
All right.
Oh, okay.
The last
Okay.
week was when Denise is
And all backed by the Express Band.
Express is backing everybody up.
Okay,
So
okay.
you know that there we're gonna have the Sweet Songs gonna open up before them digital band just to get the people them going. 'Cause
Okay.
you'll have a big crowd.
Big crowd, yes.
And then our last night, you know, I put this here for more our elders, you know.
This is the day after
after
the big parade.
Right, because a lot of elders are shunned away from the younger folks of, you know, how things are moving with that speed.
Right.
So we created that Sunday for the elders to come and enjoy
That's
a
right.
good old time soca show.
Right.
You know, we also always make sure we take our people like King Derby,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Prince Galloway.
Prince Galloway. We have the winner of the Calypso Monarch will be performing.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
We have also our good friend Monarch has a band. Monarch and a Swaggerific band. He'll open up for us.
Monarch? Okay.
Yeah.
well,
Oh,
so
actually,
Monarch
Monarch for
coming
Williams
back.
tonight?
Yes, but Monarch has a hit
oh.
on the radio right now that made number 5 on 95 charts.
Okay.
It's called Turn Up, and it sounds awesome.
Listen,
Okay.
Monarch
Okay.
is a great artist,
know?
and I'm so glad he's coming back to
Yeah.
Crucian
King
Christmas
Abstinent.
Carnival.
King Abstinent is going to be our guest artist.
From Antigua.
The real
The
abstinent?
real abstinent.
The real
That's why I said a real abstinent.
I spoke to him
Seriously?
today, and he's so excited to come in here. I mean, definitely want to see King Abstinent.
Is he the one who's talking about somebody, Teefy Pig?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm not
But
sure.
definitely,
there might be
you know,
somebody
he's a
else.
legend.
Legend.
Yeah.
A legend in this business.
A legend.
Man.
I'll tell you
Yes.
this,
He is a
right?
legend.
Yes.
You know, this is just such an overwhelming feeling to know that everything is happening, just going
Peace. Yes.
well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's exciting.
I love the last day because you know why? Because I actually get to meet these legends. Last year we had the guy who sung the one Lauren, you better wake up.
Okay, yes,
that one
yes,
there,
yes.
and I was just like really because I mean these are
You
the
grew up
songs
on the
again.
song.
We grew up on the
Yes,
song,
yes.
and now I'm seeing, and I wasn't really sure who it was, but when he started singing that song, I was like. But I said my mom and my dad they used to play that song, you know, even though we grew up, but so we have Abstinent, and you know, I mean, I got to meet Sparrow,
Yes.
Okay.
you know, several times, you know what I mean.
Right.
So it's
Sparrow.
that last night is great for me. I love it.
My biggest problem right now is tickets because our visibility of having flights here is a problem.
Okay.
Everything is booked. I don't care if you want the first class, you can't even get that.
Okay.
What?
Everything is totally booked. Totally. If you go on the internet right now,
Uh-huh.
you cannot get a flight
seat
to
St.
St.
Croix.
Croix. It's not
What?
possible.
Hot
Okay.
ticket, man. That's
It's
nice.
not possible.
Okay.
And it
Wow.
kind of messes up my project because Sparrow called me and he wanted to come and perform.
Okay.
Now I'm have to turn him down because there's
Wow.
no flights.
Somebody send a plane for Sparrow, please.
Sparrow want, you know, I mean,
Send a plane for
Still
Sparrow.
in New York?
He's still in New York.
Okay.
And
We're
he's
on the
everywhere.
internet.
Yes.
Somebody out there has a private
Private
plane.
plane.
Please send a plane for Sparrow so
That's
he
right.
can come to St.
And
Croix.
He loves St. Croix.
That's right.
That's
Sparrow-
right, he
Sparrow did a lot of
does.
his songs here in St.
Remember
Croix.
Express Tour used to tour with Sparrow, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Sparrow is
Yeah.
Man.
like this is his island.
This is his island.
You know,
That's
so
right.
but besides that, overall,
And that's the other one that I missed. One of the other greats that I got to meet because of that Sunday night thing that the festival does, that the carnival does. And listen, let me tell you right now. You can call it carnival, you can call it festival. It doesn't matter. It's all St. Croix,
Croix,
and
that's
it's
right.
all a great time that we're having. But who I was talking about was Calypso Rose.
Calypso
Oh,
Rose,
and
she's
oh my gosh! When I saw Calypso Rose,
you know what a good thing about
Nice.
those older artists? They are the type that's really composed, very like not pompous.
Right,
you know,
right.
The
You
younger
know what I mean?
ones,
Yes.
The younger ones
Yeah.
are really a bunch of knuckleheads. I like to say it straight up.
we love you.
Sparrow.
We still love
Calypso
you.
Rose. I'll take them in the bushes to pick JoJo.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes,
I
sir.
swear to God.
Yeah.
I pull them up at my house. You know, they call them dungs. in
Dumps,
Trinidad,
dumps. That's right.
And
Dumps.
she said, "That's dungs." I said,
You
"Yeah."
know, we
She said,
lying.
Stop the car.
We lying.
Yes.
And then I said, "But this is bullshit."
Bush, where you going?
She said, "Boy, I grew up in that."
Yeah, that boy.
And
You're
they
wrong with
come
you.
out and they go pick this thing and they go to my house and that's how we live.
Yes, sir.
And I
Yes,
really
sir.
love to deal with the elders.
Down to earth, down to earth,
down to earth.
Abstinent called me today. He said, "Hey, yo, I mean, this is what's going on," and we talk like normal people.
That's right.
And they even worry about first class and all the
They
craziness.
just need to come in. Just
All
want
I
to get
just
here.
set it up.
Just
and
come.
it's done.
And it's done,
sir.
yeah.
Yeah, and I love them to death because they have been really, I mean, they are my best what I could do with.
Right,
Okay.
right.
You know, and but otherwise, besides that, we're gonna have a great time. Carnival is in the swing already. Poquito Fest is going on now.
I just passed there just
Yeah.
earlier this afternoon.
Yeah,
and
ton load
the
of people.
road was just jammed.
I
yeah.
mean, I promote down there, we promote all over.
Right.
And we want to thank y'all for having us here because
Yes,
definitely
thank you so much.
every media coverage is something that is a blessing.
Definitely.
Because internet is around the world.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know, and the link
So
goes on and
everybody-
on. People from Europe, Africa, all over will watch.
Anywhere.
You never know
anywhere.
Who's watching,
know?
yeah.
Right.
And it pushes St.
Wi-Fi,
Croix.
they're coming in.
St. Croix is what we're about. You know, we're pushing our island. I mean, yes, we're the Virgin Islands, but St. Croix
Yeah.
definitely is what we
We'll
focus
push
on.
it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Definitely.
That's
So,
right.
Melanie, you wrap it up. Let's get out of here.
Well, make sure you check us out on our Facebook page, Crucian Christmas Carnival. Hit like, look at all the stuff that we're doing. Get in touch with us. Come on down to St. Croix. You can get here. What are you talking about? There's no planes. You can get here. If you want to get here, you can
That's
get
right.
here.
Probably gotta
We
swim.
are going to be
Gotta swim.
we are going to be partying from now until
Till
January
January.
5th. We got
No flights.
everything. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
No
I don't know
violence,
what to
no
say now.
fights,
I don't know
just
what to
love.
say now.
we don't have we.
I don't know
It's
what to
got
say now.
beach. It's got all kind of
You can
things.
swim.
Boat,
We could,
boat,
you know,
boat. We got boat. We got boat. We
Charlemagne
got
got
boat.
room in his backyard.
We
You
got
know,
boat.
you want to come, just double up. It's gonna be fun. You're not
Okay.
gonna have a chance to sleep anyway.
I got a couple rooms too, so you
You
can
got a couple
I got a
rooms?
couple
Okay,
rooms.
come
I
on
got a
down.
couple
We're gonna
rooms.
hook you up. Okay.
Yes.
Crucian Christmas Carnival. We're in full swing. Come on
Where
down.
that?
It's gonna be great. This is where it's at.
That's
With
right.
10 big days of the village, 2 big parades,
No sleep.
3 big juves. Sleep is for the week.
Week.
Sleep is for the week.
Let's say 8 meters for quitters.
With us.
Sleep is for the week.
Yeah.
Sleep is for the
Yeah.
week. Yes,
So we'll
sir.
be there. We'll be there around the clock, and we want you to be there too.
Okay.
The cruise ship definitely misses people, you know, because when the cruise ships come in, for some reason you always have 2 or 3 people that get left behind.
Left behind, yeah.
And they fall asleep, they're drunk.
Yeah,
Stone
yeah.
drunk.
And-
And the good thing in the Virgin Islands, you can drink, you can take a bottle of rum and walk the street.
Anyway,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
wanna
yeah.
go,
Get
you
arrested.
gotta get
No,
arrested.
no,
This
no.
is paradise.
This is
This
paradise.
paradise.
There's nowhere else in the
The
world.
world
It's
you can do
paradise.
that. You understand?
I mean, I would say other things
But we can't divulge
do
it
other
too much.
things too, you know.
You just gotta come. You just gotta come in.
All kind of
Just
green
come
leaves
in.
around the place.
That's right.
We want to
Green
big
around.
up. We want to big up everybody who is helping us out with this. Definitely all of our sponsors. Can't name them all because there's so many of them. But VIPD again, our ladies and guys in blue,
Yep.
out there holding it down.
Yes, sir.
So they allow you to be out there drinking on the
Drinking
streets
streets.
and then make sure that you're safe.
Safe.
You
Yes,
will be
sir.
safe.
Part of our culture.
Everything is.
Drinking is part of
Hey,
our culture.
drinking is part of the
If
culture.
you ain't
Okay.
drinking, you're in the wrong place.
Agree.
Yeah,
That's
wrong
right.
place, right?
That's right.
God will forgive you. I mean, just
Yeah.
ask for your blessings. Do like the Italians. Say, God forgive me for drinking, and you drink again.
Buddha bless you. Buddha bless you.
Yes, yes.
Buddha bless me, give me another drink.
Give me another
Yes,
drink. That's right.
But maybe later on in the season, in about a week or so, we can come back and give you another update. How about that?
Sounds good.
Definitely.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
Well, then, we're out.
We're done?
All right.
We're done.
Thank you. Thank you, Charlemagne. Thank you, Ms. Rames.
Ms. Rames
y'all
for coming
continue
out.
Do y'all doing and
Just come down.
If you
Reggae
have
night.
fun and
I guess
safe.
I will see you down reggae
Yeah,
night.
oh, definitely.
really,
Yeah,
you got to
yeah,
ask
yeah.
about
The
that.
vibes will be mellow.
We got dead there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Give thanks, man.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, that's Melody Rains and Davidson Charlemagne. They're just finished giving us a schedule for the entire 2014-2015 Crucian Christmas Carnival. Any final thoughts, Soup?
Rastafari live. One
Yeah.
perfect love.
Yeah, we like to say one perfect love is our prayers and his blessings. When you put it all together, you get one perfect love. Rastafari stands alone. All right, so we're done for tonight. We'll be back on Monday. We got another guest, another special guest, because normally we do this show only Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but we got a guest coming in on Monday. And the big show, I kind of said that off air, but our big show for us is on Tuesday. We have Pumpa and DJ Swain sitting right where our guests are tonight. It's going to be mad. It's going to be
Madness.
madness that
In the
night
house.
in this studio. So you got to tune in, and maybe we'll invite some people over too.
Yes, sir.
Soup, we're going to leave it at that.
Yes, sir.
We're out.
Bless.
Peace.